You know, the late great Anakin Skywalker once said, "I hate sand," and I disagree. I love sand, and that's why today we are going to play with sand in the game Sandustry. This is a automation game all about sand, processing sand, turning sand into gold, and then using that gold to profit to get more resources, to make more sand, to make more gold, and so on and so forth. You can check this out, link in the description down below. Excited for this one. It's a very unique game. We're gonna make our world name Olenki. Our seed, you know what? Our seed is going to also be... Our seed is going to be Olenkus, and then we're going to generate. This game is in early access, but there's a good chunk of content here in the early access release. So there's plenty of things for us to poke our head in and understand what's going on. The mission brief, Planet PX47 assignment, sure, establish the link. Archon Pre, welcome Prospector. Hello. I am Archon Pre, Orbital Overseer of the Heliodyne Sand Survey Program. Positive Probe Telemetry has greenlit an on-site sand survey of PX47 to assess gold yield potential. Extract sand and build an initial gold production factory. I will. Incoming uplink. Hello, Zoe. This is Flight Officer Zoe, your orbital operations support. I will guide you through the mission, but first things first, drop pod is locked on trajectory, cleared for dispatch, ready when you are. Okay, launch me. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Oh, we going. I mean, we are dropping. Where are we dropping, boys? Salty Springs. Okay. Welcome to Earth. This is me. I can do a little Wazda, and I can do a little hover action too. Looks like it's kind of infinite hover. I'm going, man. You think there's fall damage? That's the next thing to test. I have not died. Okay, hold left mouse button to dig the terrain. Very good. And in digging the terrain, we have found ourselves a good chunk of sand, okay? Which is good. Press 2 to grab the grabber, okay? This is sand. Click and hold to pick up the sand. I've picked up the sand. I dropped the dry sand in water. Beautiful. I mean, that seems good. Pick up wet sand to shake it. Okay. I'll shake it over here. Okay, brilliant. Put gold in the collector. I understand. I have gold now. I put it in the collector. Perfect. Yeah, I need to get a bunch of gold in the collector. Let's get a bunch of sand here. Wet sand. Shaky. What is this is residue. Okay. Give me some more wet sand. Shaky. It's very satisfying to do that, but I want to automate, okay? Open my tech tree. And now we can get the shaker. Unlock the shaker, which can separate gold and residue from wet sand. Build diagonally and drop wet sand on it. Okay. Sounds good to me. Open the build menu with Q. Here we go. Build the shaker and foundation. Yeah. So place wet sand on the shaker to automatically refine it into gold and residue. Okay, so it looks like gold drops through, residue stays on top, right? That seems reasonable. So we build the shaker. I'll build array here. And then I need some foundation blocks, which we have down here. Apparently I can change the color of my foundation blocks. I mean, that does sound kind of nice. Let's change them to blue, man. I guess I would have to change. I can do custom. Okay, sorry. This is very important. We got to go with Olenkus blue. And then I guess I'll just put that there for now. I don't know how to remove these. How about delete? X. X is delete? Yeah, okay. Cool. Delete this then, and then let's do this, and I need to go back to select this. Okay, perfect. Drop wet sand on the shaker. Grab our wet sand here, and I'll drop you on the shaker. Okay, I screwed that up a little, but that's okay. Grab some more. And it's making gold. Yeah, it's making gold. I think that's good. Research logistics. Okay, research is T. Logistics, I need 30. Unlocks the conveyor belt and launcher. That seems important to me. So let's pick up our gold here. I do love how this grabbing system works. Because you kind of can you have a lot of control without having to, like, move around a lot. I can just kind of impact the entire screen from where I'm standing, which is a really nice, like, that kind of rocks, to be honest. Okay, move the residue, and then put our sand up here. I need a bigger sifter, I think, is what I'm learning. We also got to figure out something to do with all this residue. Because the residue kind of useless right now. But we can figure out something. Okay, research logistics. Conveyor belts and launcher. Okay, that's good. Build a conveyor belt and launcher. Oh, God. Okay. You're helping me out here. So you want to have conveyor belts going this way, and then conveyor belts going this way. And then you want a launcher coming up from the bottom all the way to here. Gotcha. Okay, so that's going to pump the wet sand up out of this. I think what we want to do is now dig this out to give this a little bit more space, right? I can actually dig this all the way over to here, and we can start to get this water flowing around here. Now, that said, we're going to be pumping residue up. Like, as this goes down, we're going to be pumping residue up. But, I mean, look at how we're doing this. Hold C, click and drag to select blocks. Okay. And then I can drag to move them. That's awesome. Okay, that's awesome. And then hold X. We already learned this ourselves. But that's good. Okay. Hold control to build over. Hold alt for alternate mode, like reversing conveyor belt. Expand your collector bucket or build new ones. Okay. Tutorial's completed. Now I have to build a factory tier 2. Okay. You know the drill. Dig and refine sand into gold so we can judge if this rock is worth a full build out. Meet factory processing targets to raise viability and unlock more tech. Sure. I'll try. Sensors show high psionic activity in the dune wakes of class Colossus entities, but levels remain within acceptable parameters. Okay, so, I mean, look, this is not a big enough area to... Okay, this is a big enough area, though. Yeah, man, that's a big enough area. Let's build a factory, my friends. Let's build a nice little factory. But first, I just got to pick up all my sweet little gold over here. I kind of don't care about this anymore at all, and I kind of want to make this thing bigger. But before we do anything, I have more research. Hover mode. Toggle with space to float in place. Sure, man. Okay, unlocks the map, sprint boost, filter. Ooh, yeah, that seems important. Unlock the filter, which works like a conveyor belt, but allows certain elements to pass through. That's so useful, man. Okay, we gotta get that for sure. So first things first, I mean, we need sand. That is the name of the game, right? The name of the game is literally sand. There's some other letters in there too, but it's sand enough. So let's make a big repository of sand. And then I guess the thing that is kind of interesting about this, oh, there's just a water pocket in here, which is actually kind of useful. What's interesting about this game is that the sky is, I would say the sky is our limit, but the sky is kind of not even limiting us, right? The sky is not a limit at this point. I can just build a factory in the sky, and that's completely viable and valid, which I think is awesome. And we're going to kind of abuse that and take advantage of that. So we're going to give ourselves plenty of space. I just want to get a lot of this flowing. My idea immediately is we need to have a conveyor belt basically to here. We need to have a launcher, and to be honest with you, I'm going to make the middle of this because this is going to go much deeper. So let's do something like this. That should be pumping sand onto there, and then that's going to go down into the water. Okay. I am stuck in here. In fact, I cannot get out. Go this way. Then it's going to pump into the water. There's a weird little hole here, but we'll figure that out. That's going to go into the water. How does this fall? That falls just like straight down. Okay. Good. Good. I think you then want a launcher. Let's call it here. Okay. But you know what? Don't do that yet, because I need to build my... I also think, to be honest with you, I kind of want a wall. I can hover. Okay. I want a wall, like, here. I guess there's not really you can't build the wall inside of. Okay, let's get rid of that then. You can't build a wall inside of water like that. You can build conveyor belts in water though, because it's telling me that. So that's actually kind of interesting. So I could conveyor all of the sand directly into a launcher here. But let's build. I want to understand. You know what? We're actually losing water too, which is unique. So let's come like all the way up here. So that's where we're going to have it go up. And then I want to have our conveyor system traveling it this way. We're going to have a shaker. That's a conveyor. Sorry. We're going to have a shaker, which is this guy. That's something like this. And then I want to... So any residue I want to basically just dump into a trash can. Which I guess this hole could be our trash can. Although it can't really be our trash can. You know what? I want to bring this all the way this way. And then our trash can will be over here, our old system. And frankly, at this point, I don't care about any of this. So just get rid of it. I also kind of think we want to make this thing a lot bigger if we're going to be dealing with high quantities of gold. I'm also realizing that this is a problem. I've already funneled... I got to find a way to funnel... Like, we could set up a conveyor that's like, going this way, and a conveyor that's going this way, so that we're funneling it all into the center. That seems pretty good. So then this is going to go, but I need to now collect the gold, and we can do that by basically doing something like this, okay? And then how does this work? That's just all collector. I mean, this seems reasonable to me, right? This seems very reasonable. So this is our new collector setup. And then we just need to do a launcher that is launching from... Yeah, from here. So then that goes up to there. And then that's going to start pumping our wet sand up. It's going to sift. I just want to see it work, okay? And then I'll start digging this out. So that's now going. It's sifting gold. Gold falls into the collector. It works like a charm, brother. It works like a charm. Okay. And then our residue... This is just pumping, man. This is just pumping, which is good. I want to funnel this sand back to the middle. Oh, dude, I mean, we're just generating a crap load. And then hopefully we should see this residue make its way over to here. I think that we want to grab all of this gold and just move it to here for it. We're going to need a way bigger collection system. This is getting... It's massive, man. Okay. So let's define all of this as collection for right now. I mean, look, we're going to want to scale this operation way the frick up, okay? But for right now, this will work fine. We are kind of pumping through it, though. I mean, like, we're out of sand. I need to do some digging, and this is now just filling up the land hole. Land hole? Landfill. Also known as your mother. Okay, sorry, that was out of pocket and unnecessary. Give me more sand, okay? Because this system's working. That said, okay, we now can get our next layer, right? Because we're at 294. We can do our... So this is filter, right? We can also get the mini-map. We can also get sprint boost. I really don't care about these. Flare gun seems cool. Wall light also seems cool. Give me the filter. Because I think that that's going to be the most useful thing for us. I just got to figure out how we want to use that. Oh, this is not a very big area, man. Which is mighty unfortunate. That should be funneling. I think that's going to funnel the sand over. Maybe not. I don't know. Just try to get a bunch of sand. I don't care how we get the sand. Okay, this is a small problem. I need you to not... We've already filled up the freaking landfill, man. Okay. Start funneling it this way. I mean, we gotta figure out what to do with residue, man. Residue is actually this is a major problem, I think. And clearly this was not funneling that correctly, so funnel that correctly. I can't keep up is the reality. The sand process is way too fast, which is great because it means that I'm gonna be rich as all hell. But we gotta make sure that we are getting the goods moving along here. I just dropped some residue into there. That's fine. It'll process on the top. I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, that's good. Let's get these. So, map. Okay, cool. It's a map. I'm not sure what I expected, but that's a map for sure. Flare gun sounds cool. So let's get the flare gun. So how does this work? Just lights up. It's a little bouncy, man. But yeah, I mean, then it lights up that area really nicely. That's cool. I'm with it. Is there... Can I go in this? I can't dig the stone. I'm sure that that's probably an upgrade that we're going to get. This looks... Oh, what the hell is this, man? This looks like another good source of sand once that other area runs out. But now I'm kind of like, can I dig into whatever this weird bunker is? Because I have to imagine I can dig into this weird bunker. What the hell is this, man? I mean, it's pretty clearly something of importance. No, you know what? I bet I have to go... Do we go around this way? Or maybe we have to... maybe we have to get the ability to break stone first. And then that will, yeah, I can't get in there. Okay, fair enough. Weird donut in the sky. Sure. Can't break some of this, too. Oh, there's a damn desert, man. Sand in the desert seems very reasonable, but we're not going to have any water. Oh, my God, there's a pyramid. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And then, okay, there's a weird... Is this just the border of the world? Yeah, and it gets a little spooky. I'm gonna not do that. There's weird things in the sky. Just, I mean, let's not worry about them. It's fine for right now. Okay, so there's definitely things to explore in the world, which is cool. Is very cool. I will say that we haven't had any gold in a little bit. Are we out of sand? Because that could be a problem if we are out of sand. Yeah, we are completely backed up. Wow. Okay. Which means this is now a mess up there. We need to, unfortunately, I have to just get... I gotta start moving... I gotta start just creating a bigger area of garbage. Which is so... That's so crappy. I feel like I'm colonizing a land and just dumping my garbage there. I feel like an imperialist. I'm the asshole. I'm the asshole. Okay. Very intriguing. Can I do some more? I want to see how deep we can go. Okay, yeah. I mean, this is exactly what I was interested in. What are the weird red mushrooms? They're nothing. What about this weird thing? Nothing. What about this thing? Upgrades unlocked. This is fluxite. Okay, I see that on the side. So this gives us upgrades. Upgrades unlocked. You found fluxite. Spend it here to permanently upgrade your tools and equipment. Okay. Material scanner. Show more information about materials when hovering. Sure. Expand capacity. Increase grabber size. Okay. Sure. And then digging speed. Sure. Broader shovel. A larger dig area. That seems really useful. Hydro sponge to pick up liquids. That also seems useful. Okay, cool. A lot of stuff that we'll get unlocked here. You know what? Hide the max upgrades, I guess. And then unlocked here too. Okay, cool. Flamethrower. Unlock the flamethrower. Incoming uplink. I'll accept it. before I look at all this. Meow, nice pace. If I had a dime for every time I freaking meowed in a video this year. Okay, additional tech tree routes approved. Also time to start thinking about your water supply. I've tagged the location of some ancient boiler ruins. Oh, exploring them after you've unlocked the flamethrower might give you ideas on how to get cave water flowing to your factory. Okay, we'll have to look at the map. They pinged that area over there. Okay, yeah. Sure. Flamethrower. Unlock the flamethrower to burn residue, melt ice, and vaporize water into steam that rises and becomes rain. What the frick? Okay. Burning residue is huge, so we're gonna do that immediately. Oh, and now we have flamethrower upgrades. Okay, cool. So this is the flamethrower. Okay, yeah. Sure. There is definitely an arrow pointing me to the left here. I must do it. I do not think the digging is all that much faster. Okay, yeah, here we go. Oh, what the hell is all this, man? Oh, what the hell is this? Okay. Weird thing. You've... Excuse me? You teleport me. Okay. Dig this out? I understand. Okay. So the weird teal lining is preventing me from it's teleporting me. So if I cover it in residue, then I can walk across. Yeah, okay. And then this gives me the flux core. The hell is this? Augment forge. Create a socketable augment. Swift 1 +1 movement speed plus 50%. Okay. Sure. And then I augment it. Okay, sure. So now I have +1 movement speed. And I'm sure we can find more of these in the world, or even craft them. I don't know. And we can figure out what exactly is going on there. Is this ice? So can I flamethrow this? Yeah, okay. Cool. Oh, and that opens up another area. Okay, yeah, man. Tons of stuff to look at. And then melting the ice creates water, which makes a lot of sense. And then they said, there's more ice over here. They said that I can burn water to create steam. Oh god, what the hell is all this, man? Okay, I burn this. That's cool as hell. Okay, this is sick. And I can't touch this because this will teleport me. Yeah, okay. And then that's going to drop the residue. Okay, yeah. It's like a little mini puzzle. It's nothing too complicated. There are weird, mysterious beings around, but that's fine. So what do I want? Extra max speed from launchers and conveyors or sprint boost. I haven't even sprinted one, so give me the conveyors, and then we'll socket it. Okay, cool, man. That is very neat. Okay, so then burning this water, you can see it rising into the air, and it is definitely dissipating the water. And then I'm assuming that's going all the way up to here. Gotcha. And then that's going up into the sky, and then it's probably creating more water and dumping it into this reservoir. Okay, yeah. So this is our way to get more water. This is also just fluxite, man. I should be mining this crap. This is my upgrades. Okay, cool. I'm all in, man. We have a small issue, which is that we are out of sand. We have processed it all. And we have residue. I mean, we got problems, okay? I can start burning this residue, which I do think is important. Now, that said, the residue is leaving behind... What is this? I don't know, because I haven't unlocked the thing that allows me to see what stuff is. Where was that? Or was it in here? Extended range. I just saw it a second ago, man. Am I going crazy? Sprint boost. Wall light. Conveyor portal? Oh god, okay, yeah, that'll be interesting. Where the hell was this? Vapor blast? Hydro sponge? I swear there was something that was like, see what the things are. Or was that, hold on, that might have been one of the fluxite upgrades. which means that I kind of want to find more fluxite. I suppose we could start to dig this out. Like, this is a pretty big area. I mean, we have to, right? We can... Oh, sorry, I wasn't on the grabber. The grabber tells me what stuff is. So this is residue. This is burnt residue. Interacts with whatever that is. Is that something... This thing. Okay, kinetic press. Unlock the kinetic press to further process burnt residue into more gold. Okay, that's really important, for sure. We're going to manually help along this a little bit. So just... I guess I have to dump it up there. That should send it into the thingy. Which is good. That's now going up, and that'll process, and then this is moving along, dumping it into a really messy area, but that's part of living life. Let's burn all of this residue. It seems that it spreads, which makes this a little bit easier to burn. That said, it's still a little bit messy, for sure. Dump that over there. Got a bunch of wet... I don't even know how this wet sand made it over here. I guess there's a chance that wet sand, if it doesn't process up here, it could make its way over here. So just grab it all, man. Grab it all. You've got wet sand down here as well. It's great that you can only pick up one resource at a time. That's actually, like, so helpful. This is such a nice, just, like, system for moving stuff around in this game. Okay, they want me to come over here to find this, like, deep reservoir of water. And I'm assuming that if I were to shoot this... Nope, you hate that. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is the big reservoir basin of water. I just don't... Oh, wait, they opened it up. Okay, yeah, my bad. So we come down here. Incoming uplink. Hello. How you doing? These ruins show a natural system for collecting water from caves. Boil water into steam, let it rise. Once high enough, it condenses into rain. Use blocks to direct the steam and create a natural rain catcher. Yeah, okay, I understand. So that's going to funnel it up to there. And then I would basically create blocks up to, like, here. And then that will funnel all of the water back to our big area. And then we'll just funnel everything for sand into that area. So if I do this, that's going to boil this water into steam. And then that steam makes its way up into water. Well, that's really not doing what I want it to. Can I make that way better? So that I catch everything else that doesn't... Yeah, that seems much better. Seems there's a small chance it could get stuck. So then that's going to be funneling over all the way up to here. That's going to go up into the sky. How far up into the sky do you go? Can I watch the process of osmosis in the air? Yeah, okay, and then it starts coming back down as rain. Here's the rain cloud. Okay. I'm in space, man. Okay, I think I've hit the top of the world. You know what? I did not hit the top of the world. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still in hover mode. Okay. Take me all the way back down and hover. Good. And then that's going to create more water for me. So that as I funnel sand into there, we're still processing and having a good time. That seems okay to me. I want to expand this down. Okay. So we are going to remove this. And then that now means I have 0 money, but just expand it. I have 568 money. That's good. Go back to your research. This seems important. So unlocking the kinetic press to further process burnt residue into more gold. That seems really important. So we're going to do it. Unlock the thermal buffer, which can store and distribute heat for nearby machines. That's also going to be really important. Sweeper drones to easily collect things. Cryo blaster. Okay, there's so much going on, man. Let's So now we want to process burnt residue. How do we use the kinetic press? Drop burnt residue on the kinetic press from a great height to refine it into gold and seed. Okay. Oh god, this thing's huge. Okay. So, I'm guessing, based on what you said, if I take burnt residue and I drop it from here... Oh god, okay, yeah. Fair enough. That creates a lot of gold. I mean, that's a ton of gold. And now we also have seed, which I'm not really sure what to do with. Okay, we need like way more space is the reality. I can move this whole thing if I want to. We also obviously need more sand. And this area is like completely mined out. So I would have to start pumping up the sand from down here, which we can do. How deep does this go? Because if this goes fairly deep... Oh, it does, man. Okay. This has to be our next... Oh, God, there's flux down here. Okay, yeah. This has to be our next sand reservoir. And then we need to pump the sand up from here. And we need to basically funnel it around the system. Yeah, okay. We're going to have a giant factory rework here. Because I also want to... I want to prepare for that we can process burnt residue automatically and capture it. Because we're going to be getting that thermal machine. I need a lot more... I need a lot more money before we can do that. Because it was worth 1,000 and I have 100. I also have a lot of flux now that I should be spending as well. So go back to your upgrades. Extended range of our flames, increase the area of vapor blast. I mean, I'm not actually sure I care about those right now. Our flamethrower is pretty good. Let's maybe save those resources for now. Okay, so we're going to be funneling sand up from here. And then some of the infrastructure we still have in place. So this is going to come up to like here, where we are going to conveyor it to here, launch it up to here, conveyor it to here, launch it up. We need to kind of mine this out. We're going to build some walls around this as well, just to make it safe. This is then going to go up to here, which should funnel it that way. Yep, beautiful. So then we want a wall here. We want a wall here. We want a wall here. And then I'll kind of just build walls around this. That should be okay. And then we would launch this from basically as far down this as possible. So we go up to here, launch you that way. And then we'll dig this out. I should probably get some light in here. This is where we need the mounted wall lights, to be honest, but we'll get there. Is this processing? Yeah, that's totally working. That's good. It's just not, like, enough to really make it happen, and we still got issues over here. I can try to grab all this burnt residue and process that, which gives us a little bit more space over here. But then we're going to have to remake this entire system, man. And now we have... Oh my god, we got so much gold. Okay. We need to... The kinetic press... The filter is going to be really important here. We haven't done anything with the filter. We need to understand the filter, okay? Grab all the gold. Oh, there's so much to do. There's so much to do. Okay, research. I need this. I need this so we can process that. I need to move this entire thing up, okay? So, select all of this. And we're going to move this all up here, okay? And then we're going to have this continue all the way up to here. This is still working fine. So then that's going to process. We can then make this a very large collection. We're going to bump you out and bump you out, and we're going to make this big. Then any of the residue we will want to burn. So that's where we'll have a conveyor going this way. We'll have some way to burn it. And then we will have... Can I get rid of this? Yeah, okay. We'll end up having that drop down. And then we will just have, like, a funnel system that gets it back into here somehow. And we'll figure out... Because we'll want to basically have, like, an area over here that we can funnel the gold back up into our collection. Why is this? You're not working. Okay. I mean, I guess that is bringing it up. It's just so ugly. There we go. Okay. Good. Gold is coming in. That's exciting. Yeah, man. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. We need to make sure that sand is flowing up through here. And it is. Well, it's not, to be honest with you. It's really not. We need to replace that. And now that's flowing into there. I guess, to be honest with you, I actually want that to be a conveyor going that way. There we go. That looks better. And then let's grab all of this sand and put it back on top of here for right now. Okay, and then this is still funneling up. That said, I mean, it's a little messy. Yeah, it's a little messy. We can dig this out further. I do think we want to spend some time just, like, digging around the map to try to find more resources and more fluxite. But I want to make sure that we have a, like, proper sand setup so that we are getting as much as possible out of this system. Because the problem is, like, we will run out of sand fairly fast, okay? Like, we chug through this system. Ah, frick. Another opening. Okay, good. I mean, this is what we wanted to find. This is what we want to find. We can flame throw that ice. This game is awesome. You should go check it out. Link in the description down below. You can play it for yourself, and you can start processing sand far better than whatever I'm doing, okay? Now, conveyor, send me into there. And then that way, I mean, I don't know. This, it's functioning. We can always mine that out, but let's burn this down. I see a huge fluxite cavern. Yeah, okay, beautiful. This is what we like to see, man. This is what we like to see. Mine this sucker out. And then what is this? That's ice. This is frostbed. Okay. I'm assuming that I can... Nope, frostbed too compact to melt. Okay, fair enough. So it's just ice, really. All of this is dirt around here, which means all of it can be turned into some good sand. What the hell is this alien-looking thing on the left? I got no clue. What I do know is that we got fluxite for days, which is nice. But we have no idea what this is. Okay, cool. I love alien weird things. I'm with it. See, like, this is going to start to be a small problem. We're processing this too fast, man. I mean, like, it's actually too fast. I can't keep up with the amount of sand we're processing, which is awesome, okay? Like, lobster too buttery, steak too juicy. I get it. But okay, go to your upgrades. Digging speed would be cool, but larger dig area would be awesome. And I'll just upgrade that. So now our larger dig area, I don't even notice a difference. I'm gonna be honest with you, but maybe that's a me problem. We have to find the world's largest repository of sand. I suppose the desert is probably that, but so pump this up this way onto a conveyor that way. That's going to fall into there, which is good. We can send that way, which is fine. Okay, cool. We're up to 887. Oh god, this is I guess we actually have a lot of sand over here. It's just not able to process quickly enough. Can we do this? Do you start processing faster? Oh, it's actually just... We got loads of sand, man. Oh, we got plenty of sand. Why is gold falling down here? I don't know. Oh my god, look at the amount of residue. Oh, frick, bro. We're cooked. Okay. You gotta keep going this way for right now. We gotta get the burning residue situation figured out in ASAP, which we can probably do in a second because now I can research this. The thermal buffer can store and distribute heat for nearby machines. Cryoblaster can produce infinite snow that can freeze water, solidify lava. The burner belt. Okay. Well, that's the next thing I need. Because I need that for the... These should be reversed, man. Ignites flammable materials when fueled by heat through a thermal buffer. Okay. Yeah. So then that's where... We need to have a couple systems figured out here, okay? I need to get a filter. And we gotta figure out how this works, okay? Send this a little further, okay? Because then I want to have a filter here. How does this work? So others go that way, sand goes down. No, I mean, that's definitely not what we want. Can I? Yeah, okay. So we want residue. Drop this for now. I want residue to go down. Yeah, that's perfect. So then this is where we will have the flammable belt here soon. And then everything else should just be sand-related products. So then the sand-related products, we're going to launch back up this way to basically funnel back onto this system. And that way we process the wet sand correctly. We have too much going on is the issue. This is awesome, for the record. I gotta get more gold. Do we have more gold down here? I think we have a little bit, right? That's technically... Yeah, that's technically gold. We don't have a lot, but we'll be at 500 in no time, and then that'll be good. It's just a little messy for right now. And then this is obviously a little messy, and then you have a billion burnt residue. I have no idea what seed does. Seed interacts with water. Okay, I mean, humor me, right? Let's figure out what the hell this does. We're running out of water, which is another problem. Is wet seed, and then that interacts with something. Okay, we need more water. Let's go handle this. Because this is a pretty big reservoir, and I just need to burn the hell out of this for a little bit to create some more water. And as long as I just spend a little bit of time here, we probably profit pretty heavily from this. We could do more exploring underground, but I'd rather get a system working pretty decently. I will say that we have not gained any gold in the past couple seconds, which is concerning. Water's flowing all the way up there, and then that should start to rain. Why are we not getting any gold? We are not getting any gold because we are blocked up. We're pumping not wet sand because we now have not enough water. Okay, that's a problem. You also got a bunch of gold down here somehow. We got so many issues. We got so many issues. Yeah, we have a ton of sand that's just making its way through here and then dumping back onto here. Okay, I need another filter here. And this needs, well, I need to program it right. This filter needs to be to have wet sand go down. Others go across, so then only wet sand is coming back onto here. And then we just need to make sure that we have a, like, solid setup of water. Water is dropping back in. I just need more, man. I just need more. I need this to... How are we... We need to find a way to generate water. I'm actually, like, going through this reservoir very, very fast. Like, it's dissipating quickly. How the hell are we going to, how are we going to manage that? I don't know. I don't know how we're going to manage that. We got to figure out how we're going to manage that. I got to find more water. There's got to be some other way to get water, than this. Finding some other basin underground or something. Okay. This is a ton of water now. And that's going to funnel it up to there. We are losing some where it's dropping back down and going that way. Can we do something like this so that it drops back down there? This is reasonable, I think. How much water are you making? Oh, tons, man. Tons of water. Okay, good. Very good. And then this is completely dry now, which is a problem. I need to create another sand reservoir. I guess you have a giant water reservoir here. Oh my god, you got a huge water reservoir. Okay, well, we're fine on water. That said, we'll burn through this pretty quick too, I think. Because we're already burning through this pretty quick. And then that's funneling up, yeah, into here, which goes up to make more water. Okay, good. Good. This is okay. This is fine. This is a problem, I would argue. Like, that's a lot of sand that we are not doing correctly. So let's start moving all of this out of here. I mean, this is going to be a very, very large sand influx into our system, which is great. We also now can make Bernie Belt, which is why we're gonna watch some madness happen right now. So let's research Bernie Belt. So this is research this guy, Burner Belt. So ignites flammable things. So this is where we want to make a Bernie Belt that goes this way. So then, for right now, can you just put a block here to block that? Because we need to get a thermal buffer. I don't know how this works exactly. So if I burn this, that is burning that. Okay, good. Very good. So then that's going to make the residue. Then we want to get a kinetic press basically here. And then we're going to conveyor the gold back this way and then up an elevator to here to then go into here. And then we just have to make sure that this is kind of blocked around so stuff doesn't fly out. If I remove this now, how does this go? Okay, you're making gold. Oh, we have seed, man. Frick. We also got problems with this as a whole. So this needs to be seed. Nope, not true. Gold. Gold gets allowed. Delete this entire thing. And then put in that filter. Where seed is... No, that's gold going down. You need... No. You need to be... Stop it, Tyler. You need to be block gold. Okay? So then gold goes across, others go down. Yeah. That works fine. And then this you can pump into here. And all this gold... For which there's some... what the hell is happening over here, man? I'm screwing this up. And then this... Stop it. Gold goes that way, others go down. Is this how we want this to function? I mean, dude, I'm going to tell you, it's pretty sick, actually. Just burn that a little bit more. That's working unbelievably well. I'm not going to lie to you. We do need to make this conveyor. So control, sorry, not this. Control replace that. And then now... Nope, that's not what we want either. You need to go that way. Why are you blocked? Why are you blocked, man? Can I do that? Ah, because we have some seed up there. That's the issue. Okay. Grab the seed. Okay, that should be all the seed. Just dump it over there for right now. And then we can bring back... I can replace all of this with this. Beautiful. Okay, okay. That system's working. That system's working great. Sand's coming up. Gold's going up. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Absolutely. Conveyor portal. That also seems good. A lot of this seems good. I think we should buy these. The flashlight? I don't really need a flashlight. Okay, what is our biggest issue right now? Our biggest issue is probably I have a lot of residue that is a little messy in the system that we could just be moving up and around if we want to. We also have a lot of sand, okay. I'm clearing that out at bare minimum. Okay. And then the residue we can dump up there. So if I just do some of this, this is a huge influx of residue into the system. But I think that's okay. It should process it fine. Because it's going to hit the conveyor and just drop it. Yeah, I mean, I think that's working okay. I do think that I'm like reaching the point I'm too far away from my piles here. This is awesome. This is awesome. We have to... I think that the biggest problem now is just... I'm going to tell you, we're going to run into an issue where Oh, not like that. No, not like that. I need to get more... Yeah, it's now falling off. We need to make this all the way across and then get some thermal buffers into here and then do some burning. Make sure this is all good. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just a little bit too much juice in the system. That's all. And then our wet sand will still make its way across and then go back up, which is good. Oh, it's good. It's good, man. It's good. You do have some residue that will continue to pile up down here. I guess what we could do is I could pump the residue back up here and do this automatically. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be, we block wet sand and then put in this system. So wet sand goes that way, others go down. Then we create a new system that is going to pump all of this up here. And we're going to set up a conveyor that drops it here. So then now you're going to send up all of this. That's going to start to move. That's going to be doing that. Yeah, dude. Okay. And then that's going to drop the residue back onto here, which will burn, which turns into gold, which fills my gold. And anything that misses goes back into the system. Yeah, okay. And then this... we can set up a conveyor that just funnels into this so that we move that along. And then all of this burnt residue I can just like put into the system. So get this figured out. Get this figured out. We got some burnt residue that didn't go correctly. Move this off. Move this off. You got a couple tiny things that got messed up. That's okay. Fairly clean. Okay, fairly clean. Sand is making its way in here, but it's not a lot, okay? I think if we want... I could play this for hours. I gotta find a place to end the episode. because we're gonna be here for the rest of our life. Okay. Let's utilize this area. Oh, there's not much here. Is this a wall? This is a wall. That's a problem. Because we would want to... Oh, okay. Oh, it's a big cavern. It's a very large cavern. How do I get to the very large cavern? I don't know. I don't know how I get to the very large cavern. He says. He says. Okay. For right now, conveyor me to here. And then let's just dig out this. Because this is a pretty big... Oh my god, giant fluxite. This is a pretty big area of sand. And this will fuel our system. It doesn't take much for us to get an injection of sand back into the system. Like, it's one conveyor belt as long as we utilize what we already had. And then we're in great shape. I mean, look at our money amount right now. We got loads. We got loads. I can start to get some of this other stuff. To be fair, even teleportation, I guess I could start to just, like, teleport sand from another area. I don't even need this big old jank system. I just teleport it. Which is a unique idea, too. And I kind of love the idea of. But for now, that's going to funnel up. We should make sure this conveyor is funneling that way still. But that's working great. That'll start funneling some of that up. Shifting is useful, I suppose, here and there. How's our water situation going? I probably could go for another... I mean, it's fine, but we could go for another small influx over here. So let's... I should get this emptied. And then we have that one big one underwater, and we can utilize that in the future. But for now, I mean, this is pretty good. I have to press 3,000 burnt residue to unlock the next tier. I mean, I'm going to tell you, we're moving along on that process. I feel pretty good about our system, and I feel like I need to go see that working. But I want to empty this and make sure that we're getting I just don't want to ever have to come back here. I'm lazy. I don't want to move, okay? So burn all this. And that will work out just fine for moi. Okay, good. At this point, this is an incomprehensible amount of water. That's not the correct word. This is a very small amount of water. Incomprehensible in the sense that you can't comprehend how little water there is. But I know you. I know the comments. You're going to want me to make this have absolutely zero water remaining here. So that is what I'm going to do. It's still flicking around like, you know, like when you put the water in the hot pan and you can, like, swish it around like crazy. That's what this looks like right now. Man, I know you want me to make sure there's no water remaining. I am losing care in doing that. I leave. I don't care anymore. Okay. That's making a ton of water, which is lovely. Oh, we're so full. We're so full on water. Sand is funneling up. That's incredible. This is an issue. We had some seed sneak through. Okay. Let's make sure that we are grabbing all of the seed. And make sure that's funneling that way. How is this... We're gonna end up with a giant seed influx. Oh god, yeah, okay. I can see that being a problem. I can see that being a problem. You also got... You got some issues with seed just in general. I don't know how this burnt residue didn't process, but that's fine. Gold is flowing. You can research all the things, man. Sweeper drone. I have no idea how this is gonna work, to be honest with you. But let's find out. And then the flashlight, sure. So the sweeper drone. What do you do? How do I do? The hell is the sweeper drone, man? Sweeper drone. Increase the maximum sweeper drone count. So right now I have 0, so now I have 1. Okay. And then how do I use it? I know you want me to open the map, man. You probably have been like, Tyler, press that, please. What is the sweeper drone? How do I... Oh, sweeper drone. Okay. So if I put a sweeper drone right here, set drop-off zone down here. Holy crap, that's so cool. Okay, that's so cool. So then you guys will just pick up anything. That's awesome. I wish they would do it forever. But that's okay. I mean, it's still pretty sick. This is an issue. Why is there so much? Okay, the seed is getting onto my setup here, so we're not burning stuff. Okay. Yeah, seed's a problem. We need to... This is going to be a filter up here for seed. So seed's going to go up, and we're just going to make what is now referred to as the Great Seed Reservoir in the Sky, okay? And I know that you're like, Tyler, what are we doing? I don't know what to do with seed, and I don't really care about it. So we are just going to funnel it into a location that can exist, and that'll be that, okay? Ugly? Yeah, super. But that's part of living life. This should take care of itself. We do have like a small problem over here, which is that I need to do something like this. That'll stop this scenario from occurring. Meanwhile, the seed's just going to drop in, funnel back, and then it'll funnel all the way back up, and then we will start the Great Seed Transport in the Sky. Yeah, okay, good. Is it strange? Yeah, it's a little strange. Whatever. What do we care? I think it's good. Conveyor portal. Okay. Short range portals. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I don't really know what I'm doing at this point. What do we need? Oh, what the hell happened over here, man? Okay. I funneled the ice up here, so then that melted. Okay, that's very annoying. But it's taken care of now. We have already ran through all of the sand that was down here. Bro, you can't keep up. It moves too fast. Why are you not moving? Do we got an issue with this conveyor? Why are you not funneling into there? Do one on top. Yeah, okay. And then I guess just like grab this sand. You have so much sand. There's so much sand, man. How does it process it so quickly? It's miraculous. Okay, dig this, please. We're gonna find like another fluxite inside of here. I gotta end the episode. I have to end it. Also, what is this? Because clearly this is something important. Otherwise, it would not have been here. I could try to flamethrow it, I guess. Do you want to be flamethrowed? I shot a flare instead. You do not want to be flamethrowed. Okay. It's fine. I don't necessarily want to be flamethrowed either. Sounds like it would hurt. There's a giant fluxite thing right here. I didn't even notice it. 200 more fluxite. We love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. We'll mine out this, and then we'll end the episode here. What a game, though. I'm having a damn good time. Sandustry. Very, very interesting. It's kind of like an incremental automation game, which I suppose all automation games are kind of incremental, but this one feels far more incremental than others. And it's a good vibe, and I like the 2D platforming component. I think it just good. I have good time playing it. And fun is cool. I like having fun. Isn't that the whole point of gaming, gamers? Is to have fun? Some of you, it's to win, but for me, it's to have fun. And I respect it heavily. I think this game is a lot of fun. Okay, sand back in the system, burnt residue still burning, hopefully. Gold is entering the system, so I would imagine it's is doing something up here. Let's just make sure we don't have some kind of major logjam. Gold is, in fact, rising. We do have a small seed-based issue going on up here. Just make sure that you're taking care of business. Drop your... Oh my god, dude. Look at how much residue you got. Okay. Look at how much seed you have. The seed is a problem, okay? I'm willing to admit that. And I have no idea what to do with it. So, for the foreseeable future, this is our life. You got tons of wet sand. That's good. You do have a, like, literal logjam over here, which is making this pile up, which is a problem, because then it's dropping back down, which is a problem. Why is this so log-jammed? It looks like burnt residue just doesn't move very well. So let's try to... I don't even know how burnt residue would have gotten up here. But this is now moving along a lot better than before. I will say there's even, like, some gold that's making its way into here, which is shocking to me. And then that gold would end up going back up, dropping here, and just cycling. I have no idea how burnt residue is making its way in here, man. I guess it would be from all the way up there you could have... Yeah, okay. That is fair. And then this is going to continue to be a problem if this is backed up, because you're going to end up with seed making its way in here. I need to have one more seed check right here. So this needs to become a seed. Oh, no. That's the opposite, man. We want to allow seed. Okay. I just dropped a crap ton of gold over here. Yeah, just pick that up. Drop that in there. Okay. Very good. And then we'll make sure that we have a conveyor to catch the seed that we would potentially drop here. Does this work? Yeah, I think this works. And then that will drop in. That seems very kind and nice and good. I like it. That's going to do it for this episode of Sandustry. Sorry, I went way longer than I should have because I was having fun. Sua, man. And we unlocked tier 3. Ooh, baby, more toys to play with. We'll play with them in the next episode if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Like on the video, much appreciated. I'll see you guys later. Subscribe to the channel if you want more. Have a good one. Bye-bye.